COVID-19. We all went to sleep worrying about insignificant problems, celebrating our individual accomplishments and planning out our much needed vacation days. And we woke up in a new world that is foreign to us. Scanning our fingertips is no longer a way to figure out how different we are when the commonality of our vulnerability is slapping us right in the face. We're all experiencing this new world through individual lenses, yet all of us are affected the same. When death stares you in the face is usually a good measuring stick of one's resolve and character. There are many leaders doing their part, while many clowns are performing theirs. Conspiracy theorists say they've figured out the cause, but are silent as a mouse when asked about the solution, spreading a different type of fear and replying cliches like stay woke and don't be a sheep, as if they have figured out something that the world is clueless about. The churchgoers have lost the building where they go for spiritual replenishment. They're scrambling for scriptures to help explain how this is God's will so they can pray their way out of this. As long as it's God's plan, I need not fear is the sentiment. The naysayers are asking, where are the bodies? And saying, I don't know anyone who died from this, so it must be made up by the government. As if the bodies that families cannot mourn are your only proof of authenticity. New York, the city that never sleeps, is now hibernating because a beast is out there acting as a hybrid vampire, biting its victims even through cough. And the rule is, if I don't get you, I'll get your mother or her mother. But someone is going to feel my wrath. Zombies with a conscience walk the streets not caring who they turn because they simply don't believe this virus has anything to do with them. The dead are buried away without a single flower or tear to record their worth on this earth, swept away with the cold air that is freezing the rest of us left behind with regret. Common sense is now the deciding factor between the more likely and the hopefully not infected. Sitting here humbled on the earth that we have depleted with impunity in the name of money, we are now unable to walk the streets without fear. Human touch is now a commodity and a threat. Juxtaposed, we're pouring alcohol and bleach on all of our anxiety, a monster we can only stop by denying what makes us human interaction. You can't send a stimulus package big enough for all the lives we're losing. Nurses and doctors now have to put on a mask to go to war with an invisible enemy. And the thought that they could be next, that they could bring this monster home to their children, so they scrub the hardest under the nails. They shampoo like they have lice, clothes in a basket and wait to give hugs to precious people. Especially now, there is no room for fear or the therapy needed. Watching bodies after bodies cross to the other side can leave scars deeper than this poem can ever touch. The one thing we are afraid to do. When are we going to feel safe again to sit at a gathering giving out hugs without the warranted hesitation? I hope that when this is all over, we still remember what is important and not go right back to our scheduled program, that we appreciate how essential people are no matter how low paying their jobs may be, how essential picking leaders that are responsible really is. But for now, we'll weather the storm. We will entertain ourselves with books, binge a series, call our friends to check in and hug who we can extra hard. We will do what humans do. We will adjust. But one thing I hope we do properly is grow. Look outside your window and realize that this world can still be beautiful without you, and act accordingly when you are part of it. Again, do us all a favor. Stay home.